Hello Goenkans. Today we are going to start a new chapter, quadratic equation. Okay, you know, in this chapter we are going to discuss the general form of quadratic equation. Then, in this chapter we are going to learn about the solutions of quadratic equations. There are three methods of finding the solution of quadratic equation, that is a factorization method, completing the square method, and the formula method. I will teach you people all these methods one by one. Today we are going to touch one method, factorization method. Okay, in this chapter as well, you are going to find certain application based questions and uh, some evaluative type of questions as well. Okay, let us start. Point number one is about this chapter is this: the general form of quadratic equation can be given as ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. You see here, degree of this quadratic equation is 2, which is must. When degree or highest power of equation is 2, it is said to be a quadratic equation. Okay. Now here, if you see, uh, a is the coefficient of x square and b is the coefficient of x, whereas c is a constant term. Okay, so this is general form of quadratic equation. Now if you go specific, then you can give one example of quadratic equation like this: 3x square plus 5x plus 7 is equal to 0. This is a quadratic equation. Now what about this one, x plus 3 into x minus 5? It is not clear here what is the actual power of variable x. So here we had to find it first, whether the power of variable is 2 or not. For that we have to simplify this equation first. Actually this is here not an equation, there is no sign of equality, but you will multiply it to see whether you have got the power 2 or not. So multiply it by x first, x into x, x square, x into 5 minus 5x. Similarly 3 into x, 3x, 3 5 are 15. So x square will be there, minus 5 and plus 3x, you will get minus 2x minus 5. So the polynomial which you have got now is x square minus 2x minus 15. If you make it like this equal to 0, then it will become what? Then it is a quadratic equation. Now it is a quadratic equation. Okay, okay, because its degree is given here 2. So there are certain questions in the exercise given here, wherein such type of questions will be given, uh, uh, and they will ask you to check whether this is a quadratic equation or not. So you will do the similar method there to simplify them first and see whether you are getting at the end 2 as the highest power or not. If you get highest power 2, then you will say it is a quadratic equation. But here it is not a quadratic, it is a polynomial here. So you can write like this, equal to 0. Then it becomes a quadratic equation. Okay, so this is how you can check whether a given question is a quadratic equation or not. Then let us try to learn the first method, factorization method of this quadratic equation. So look here, find roots over zeros of quadratic equation by factorization method, this one. And the question is given here, 2x square plus 5x plus 3 is equal to 0. This is a simple one, as you have done this such type of question in earlier classes as well. You find here factors first by factorization method. This is also called the splitting the middle term method. For that, you will do what you will take the coefficient of x square, that is 2 here on the rough side, and the constant term 3 on the left side, and multiply 2 3s are 6. So if you add up these two factors of 6, 2 and 3, 2 plus 3, you get 5. So here we see the middle term of our question is 5 as well, isn't it? So we will write in place of 5x 2x plus 3x. So in this way you can separate the middle term, 5x, like this, plus 2x plus 3x, plus 2x plus 3x equal to 5x. So in place of 5x you write what? 2x plus 3x. So then 2x square plus 2x plus 3x plus 3 is equal to 0. So now take the common factor between 2x square plus 2x, which is 2x. So you get x plus 1 here. Then here in these two terms you get 3 as common. So there remains x plus 1 equal to 0. Then x plus 1 and x plus 1 is common, take it out, x plus 1, and then 2x plus 3 is equal to 0. Okay, now equate them equal to 0. X plus 1 is equal to 0, 2x plus 3 is equal to 0. Then by transposition, x is equal to minus 1, 2x is equal to minus 3, x is equal to minus 3 by 2. So you have got the two zeros or two roots of this quadratic equation by factorization method. Let us take one more example to make this concept more clear to you people. Uh, we have here a question given, root 2x square plus 7x plus 5 times root 2 is equal to 0, this one, and we are being told find its zeros by factorization method. We'll use the same thing which we have done here in above case. We will take the coefficients of x square, that is root 2, then we will take the constant term which is 5 root 2 here, then we will multiply it like this way, root 2 into root 2 square into 5. So 2 5 are 10. So 10, you have got their multiply, and the factors of 10 can also be written as 2 into 5. 5 into 2 into 5 equal to 10. So when you add these 2 and 5 together, they will be equal to what? 7. So we have here middle term 7. So in place of 7 you will write what? 2x and 5x. Okay, so you have got now how many terms? 4 terms. Root 2x square plus 2x plus 5x plus 5 root 2 equal to 0. So write root 2x square as it. Then in place of root 2x here, you write root 2 square x, isn't it? Because writing 2 as root 2 square is equal to 2. Then keep what 5x plus root 5 root 2 as it is. Then now take common root 2 here, and x common we will take here. So then we remain, and there remains root the x and root 2 inside the bracket. Here in these two terms we will take 5 as common, so there remains x plus root 2 in the brackets. Now uh, x plus root 2 is common in both these terms. We will take it out, x plus root 2 as a common factor. Then there remains what? Root 2x plus 5 equal to 0. Now what will you do? You equate these two factors, x plus 2 root 2 and x to root 2 x plus 5. You equate it equal to 0, then transport them on the right hand side. So plus root 2 will be equal to what? Minus root 2 is a one factor of this quadratic polynomial. Similarly, uh, here x is equal to minus 5 divided by root 2 can be another factor, but when you do rationalization here, you will get minus 5 root 2 minus 5 root 2 divided by 2. It's another factor. So in this way you can find factors by factorization method, which is a simple method, also known as splitting the middle term method, which you people were doing in class 8th 9th as well. So this is a simple method of finding the roots. Hope you have understood. Thank you very much.